Question everything, for the truth shall not be televised. And that's for sure. So with that, yeah, we got to get to it, man. Because at the end of the day, do y'all see the agenda? Do y'all see how all the celebrities are coming out and what they're telling you as Aboriginal Negroes of America? Black folks. That's what they like to call us, to keep us disconnected from our real identity and from who we really are on this land of America. But at the end of the day, I digress. Because we got to really address the fact of the matter that all these celebrities are coming out to tell us that we aren't supposed to get nothing. That your babies ain't worth nothing. That's what they're telling you when they say you don't supposed to get nothing. You shouldn't ask for nothing. They saying, stay in ghetto slums and hood. We already got our bag from being a gesture for the colonizers. We songing and dancing and pushing all sorts of rhetoric to your communities already, and we getting big bags off of it. But y'all don't need nothing. Y'all stay where y'all at. We got y'all for mass incarceration. That's what they telling y'all in so many words without saying the words. That's just what it is. Because at the end of the day, they ain't talking to the colonizers, men. They ain't talking to other nations, men, when it comes to this voting reality of how to vote or who to vote for. They talking to you and I. And then when you look at Oregon, that I just posted the video the other day on how they got $30,000 for each each immigrant coming to Oregon to get houses, businesses, solely for just them. But what's this? They're getting that solely for just them, and you and I can't get it. And we the taxpayers and the citizens of America who's paying the taxes for them to get that, and they're not even citizens. They ain't even worked up a tax, nothing yet, in order to get that type of funding. But you and I can't get it. They can get it. But you okay with that? This is what it's about. Then they're going to utilize them same folks that they bringing in and giving them everything over you to be they new, probably, most likely, they new Democratic Party to vote for. As you and I get ghetto slums and hoods and mass incarceration. That's the basis of what they got planned for our grandbabies and our babies. And you all right with that? Oh yeah, we got to pause on that because we got to think about that for a minute, because it's going down. It's happening. They showing us what it's about. What are we? Still in shackles? We still the POW slaves to where we work for 400 years and can't get reparations, can't get justice, can't get crimes against humanity, dealt with in the sense of being judged due to the fact that crimes against humanity has happened to our bloodline. So nobody is accountable for that. This is where we at again. We can't get 40 acres and a mule, asking for justice ever since the crimes continuously been happening to us ever since then till now. We still can't get justice. So even now in 2024, we sitting here and we don't supposed to vote for nothing. What kind of mindset is that? We got people right now coming in the country ain't voting at all and getting anything and everything they want from your tax dollars. You paying for it. But if you ask for something, they don't know what they're going to do. They don't know where they're going to get the money from. They don't know how they're going to help you. Go figure, right? This is the reality to it. This is the game that they're playing. See, we got to respect everybody else's way of life, respect everybody else's identity, respect everybody else's will. But when it comes to us, nobody respect any of that for us. Nobody cares about any of that for us. We supposed to be bottom feeders like catfish, sucking up poop. Shrimp at the bottom of the ocean, sucking up poop. That's what we supposed to be like. The poop eaters for everybody else that's getting it all on us. That's the reality to what we supposed to be like. The carpet for everybody else to wipe their feet on. Are you okay with that? Because that's exactly what's happening. That's exactly what's going on. Especially when they get up there and tell you that you don't supposed to get nothing for your communities, but you're supposed to come out and vote for them. How do that work? How do that make any type of logical sense for our generations and our future? Our babies want the same thing everybody else want, and that's a promising future. And sitting in ghetto slums and hoods with no resources allocated strictly for our nation and our communities is not going to help us. All it's going to do is fuel crime, fuel violence, and fuel mass incarceration that they can capitalize on by bringing their colonizing police down to our communities and chasing down our babies and locking them up to the fullest of the law. Even though the federal census of ethnic arrest says we're not committing the most crimes, but we're getting prosecuted more than anybody else in the country, anybody else in the world. But this is the reality of what we're supposed to be about. This is how we're supposed to feel comfortable under the United States nightmare, because it's definitely not a dream for us. Because if this is the dream, boy, then we trapped. Because Freddie chasing all of us down, Jason chasing all of us down, because at the end of the day, that's where we sit at today. That's exactly where we sit at today when you wake up and got to see abandoned buildings and abandoned stores all up and down your community and spend your money with every other nation that got a small business in your community but you. That's a nightmare. Because at the end of the day, you ain't generating nothing. And it ain't your fault. It's those that done betrayed you and sold you out, turned their back on you, who's supposed to represent you, who won't represent you after you vote them into office. And I told y'all, everything I just said just a minute ago about the betrayal, about not voting you in office, about voting them in office and them not doing nothing for you, Malcolm X said the same thing, guys. So that means we're repeating history, because who else said it? Martin Luther King said the same thing, guys. So that means we're repeating history. We're walking in circles like lost boys not growing up to be men, confused about our reality, identity, history, culture, and way of life, and where we're going into life. As our future continue to crumble into nothing, as those that's supposed to represent us laugh to the bank, living their glory life and their legacies. This is the reality to what we're dealing with. This is the reality to what is going on. And if you don't speak up, speak out, and get out, and put boots on ground, 10 toes down, to make a change for your community, then ain't nothing going to happen. Why? Because Oprah and them got their bag. They living good. Steve Harvey and them living good. All of them is doing what they do. Luke and them living good. They got their money. Megan Thee Stallion living good. They got their money. They don't care about you. They ain't trying to see you. They ain't trying to see you come up. Beyonce, they living good. You living in ghetto slums and hoods. This is the reality to it. And we the only nation that got people that can help make an economic change in our communities. And it ain't nothing. They just turn their back on you. Turn their back on you. This is the reality to it, man. So until y'all understand that other nations get stuff allocated solely for them, get money allocated solely for them, get resources allocated solely for them, so they can have an economic foundation to build off, to build up their communities, to be the business owners and leaders in their community. Until you understand that they're getting solely things done for them and you're not, then you ain't going to be able to be a part of this race. You might as well just drop out as a nation of people, my black people, my Aboriginal Negroes of America. Just drop out, bow out, because at the end of the day, if you're not concerned about the future of your babies, if you're not concerned about the future of your grandbabies based off of what your communities look like as we speak, then you wasting time. Why are you working? Why are you doing anything? Because you're not trying to build nothing for the future, for your children, for your generations. Because at the end of the day, building something for your future generation is to hold the appointed representatives accountable for what they're supposed to be about when it comes to dealing with our communities. And with that, I just don't get it. I just don't understand it. But that is the question. You let me know. Peace, peace.